Okay, so here we are with Luka Hyper Carry. We do have Huohuo, which I usually do skip out on the sustain, but the goal of this fight, right, is not to zero cycle. Instead, the goal is to see how close we can get to just destroying all the enemies in just one punch from Luka, right? And if not one punch, two punches. And if not two punches, then their turn goes and they die from their own bleed proc, right? So, here we're just going to start chipping away at their toughness bars. Luckily, Silverwolf did drop that physical weakness onto the left enemy, which is very important because we would just have to double up on it to eventually be able to break with the physical attribute. Now we will use our ult, even though it doesn't give any toughness, because we do want to get our ult up earlier. And now hopefully this does drop quantum, because that will decrease even more. Perfect. Now here we can skill just to get our field up, or our talismans up, count of talismans up, right? And now this will break and do some nice damage. 261. Beautiful. And now we'll immediately ult into the other guy, bringing down that toughness just into range so we can punch to break it. Beautiful. And then Huohuo's ult also tops off our energy just a little bit. Wonderful. And we'll just basic because we don't want to get rid of the physical weakness there. That basic attack is what puts it into range for Luka's basic attack to work, because it does do the same amount of toughness as a skill. His enhanced basic attack. Now, since he's already got that's 23 defense, 23, so that's 47. So he's only got 47 plus Ron May's field. So that's 67% defense down. So I was thinking about it, and because we have it's only been one cycle, I do want to finish this right now. I want to finish the fight right now. So this defense down will make it so Luka can just punch and then trigger the break, and then that's 2 instances of break immediately, so we do finish that first side off in just one cycle. Beautiful. Now hopefully we can get this side in the 2 cycles, and to start that off we did implant the quantum, which is perfect because we do want to get that extra toughness shred from Silverwolf's ult, because that is a very high amount of toughness damage. Her ult does, especially paired with Ron May's weakness break efficiency. So here we do want to get all of our debuffs onto the main enemy. So that is, we just got that vulnerability of 20%. Perfect. Our debuff gets dispelled immediately thanks to Huohuo's beautiful synergy with this side with Kafka. Okay. Now we'll just re-up our field with Ron May and immediately ult, because there's no need to keep the damage boost on a single character. Okay. Now it is too bad that Huohuo got, imprisoned there, but she does reverse the reverberations, right, once she gets hit. So we are lucky enough that Huohuo ult will put us just in range to be able to use our Silverwolf ult, which is very important because we don't have tutorial on her. I want to get her E1. Her E1 is going to be so good. I cannot believe I overlooked her E1 when I pulled her, because I knew I didn't have tutorial when I pulled her, yet for some reason I still didn't go for the E1. That E1 makes a 2-turn ult without tutorial, so definitely next time once it comes up. But right now we do have, so that's 16 plus 42, so that's 58% defense shred plus 58 plus 8, so we're at 66. So with Ron May we're at 86. So we could have got a little more lucky and got 2 more instances of defense shred, and that's honestly my mistake. Oh, no, sorry, it's not my mistake. It's just the game fucking me with RNG. But it is a pretty good number. 445 is pretty good. I did manage to get over 500 with Welt instead of Huohuo, but and Kafka just died to her own turn. Perfect. But with Welt, there was a little bit of anti-synergy because he pushes the enemies back, and you want their turns to keep going, so that way they can keep taking their bleed procs. So it does have a good amount of synergy though, because he actually can apply for, or he can do the DPS that you miss out on, since you don't have, what's it called, any like real damage, because Luka doesn't do any real damage. It's just break damage. And he just re-triggers his break damage with his punches. Yeah. Even if he was fast enough right there, since we didn't have the 2 stacks, we couldn't have even re-triggered the break. So this is forced to be down this 1 cycle. If he was a little bit faster, and if we played with our energy a little better, perhaps we could get a 2 cycle on the whole thing. But yeah, I didn't even bother doing the ult to do extra damage. Just wipe him out with the punches. Perfect. Okay, so Luka here is 207 break effect with 135 speed, and he's on Fermata since I haven't spent those Herta bonds to get the Herta Shop Light Cone. But he does have a ton of break effect with the break effect set too, so he does get 20 more and 20 more with Ron May. And this E6 is just crazy. Crazy E6. Ron May is as slow as possible. I do have our on an ERR rope just so we can trigger that ult. We do need 2 instances of the ult in this fight because we can't kill everything super fast. Once I started doing speedruns with Ron May, I realized why not just put break effect rope on her. You don't even need the ER rope, but you do in fights like this, obviously. Silverwolf just has a ton of effect hit rate. Nothing too important, nothing too serious. Does have the Von Whack for the extra energy. I don't know if it makes a difference though. I just tossed it on her. And Huo with the shared feeling does give us some good amount of energy back to our team. And it does help with getting Ron May's ult if you can't hit it. And also Silverwolf since we don't run tutorial. But that's Luka. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Any suggestions in the comments, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and adios.